Greetings and blessings to all human beings on the face of this earth, no matter what your nationality is, no matter what your race, your creed, no matter what your religions may be. I greet all of you with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be upon you. Be you my friends, or be you those who declare you yourselves as my enemies. Today is December the 5th, 2015. Time being 8:11 a.m. Central Time, or Charleston, Missouri time. I want to talk to you all today somewhat about my court appearance yesterday, December the 4th, 2015, here in Charleston, Missouri at the Mississippi County Courthouse. I am not an attorney. I know I'm not an attorney. I know I don't have all the skills of the attorneys. And when I went up to the court hearing, I didn't feel too uncomfortable, even though I felt somewhat uncomfortable, because I'm saying, what is my reasoning being here when all I'm doing is merely exercising my First and 14th Amendment constitutional rights? Before I go any farther, what I want to do is honor a few people in this town that my dad know. He's a 88-year-old World War II veteran. He was discharged out of the military somewhere in 1947. He was 21 years old. He met my mother, who grew up in Bell City, Missouri. The experience they had in Missouri, period, they decided at 18 and 21, they wanted to get married and have a family. But they didn't want to have it here in Missouri because of the prejudice that they seen. So they went to Chicago and they had me and my other brothers and sisters. Somehow in 1996, May the 3rd to be exact, I was dispatched down here by God to live with my dad's mother. Most of you all know. Real good lady. She educated me on my surroundings, black and white. She said there's good in all, as well as there's bad in all. But I want to honor C.F. Bowen, who's the old Lincoln school, the former Lincoln High School is named after, where the only place blacks could go once upon a time until 1961, until the young family by the name of Davis filed a federal lawsuit saying that they wasn't getting equal education at the Lincoln High School, where only blacks would go, and they wanted to attend the Charleston consolidated schools where all whites went. It's 1961. Remember Thurgood Marshall, or Brown versus the Board of Education in 1954. That was 7 years later. But anyway, C.F. Bowen was the principal at this school when my dad, his sister, his brothers, and some of his other families and friends went to. So what I'm saying is that building was named after a person who held strong when blacks couldn't have their equal rights. He stepped in. Also, it's a husband and wife, Helen Kern and Marshall Kern, I believe their names is. The Helen Kern Center is named after. My dad know them. He used to eat at their restaurants. When he came back down here last year, when I brought him down here with me, he have a touch of dementia, but he remembered them burgers. And I had asked Marshall about it. He said that they closed the restaurant down in 1972. But my dad remembered them. There was people that stood up against prejudice. That don't mean all whites here was standing on prejudice, but there was some that was in authority, like now. That's in authority, that's still standing on prejudice. How can an ex parte be granted against me, even temporarily, by a judge who say that he's going to grant this ex parte temporarily until we go to court, when he used to be the former lawyer of the people that's going up against me or claiming that I'm a threat? But yet he wouldn't give me one when I had a police report saying that a guy came to my house and threatened me. But that's another story. You all unheard it. But I honor them people. I honor some of the other older people that done passed away, that stood on what was right. I can't honor people that they naming these houses, projects about, parks about. I can't honor these people if they're not doing nothing in this town. They changed the street from Elm Street to St. Williams. They said he was a former slave in Charleston, Missouri. What did he do? Tell us some history on him. What did he do? But when I was in court yesterday, it really saddened me, because all these people I see at these Black History programs, all these people that I see that be speaking up about injustice or justice for all, sitting there showing me where they stand. What have I did wrong in this town besides exercising my First and 14th Amendment right? If you have your picture in the newspaper, that's public. If I video that newspaper where your picture was in and somebody's telling one side of a story about you and I tell another, other people didn't know you was a convicted felon for giving drugs and alcohol to alcoholics and drug addicts to vote. But you can freely tell people my background. But see, my background speaks for itself. I don't have anything to hide. I challenge the one police report or arrest that I have in this town. I challenge it. I challenge to let anybody that's decent, anybody that's fair, to look at it. I didn't plead guilty. I took a jury trial. And when I was found guilty by all white jury, with the exception of one, but the one that was on the jury, the one black was on the jury, was a friend of the last victim in their family. Bought a mobile home, rented a mobile home from him, and then ended up buying it, worked with him. Asked for a mistrial, I couldn't get it. It was me against this town. That's what it's been. I got a right to say, if I can get an AK-47, I can get a rocket launcher, but I didn't. I haven't hurt nobody. I haven't stalked nobody in this town. I never harmed anybody in this town. If somebody tried to attack me, I will protect myself. My video said clearly on that. And I got a right to say that, because that's what I will do. I will protect myself. I couldn't afford no lawyer. I couldn't put in the record why my witnesses wouldn't come. If they threatened by the police, who's the brother-in-law of the individual that's taking me to court, and the police department won't do nothing about it, I ain't gonna try to, I can't make this man come to court. I can't make these other people come to court that's been threatened. But you can't threaten me. I'm gonna go to court. No matter what happens in this case, win, lose, or draw, I'm still a winner, because God knows half of the things this guy said on this stand was a lie. God knows that them people that was in there, that they a part of his lie. They just like in Chicago, the police that shot that black guy McDonald 16 times. They just like the mayor, the superintendent, and all them aldermen. They know a wrong was done and they covered it up. Each person that came in that courtroom on the 27th of October, those that got kicked out too, the pastor, he know who he is. And then those who came yesterday, December the 4th. What did you come for? Why didn't you get on the stand? Let's see what you has to say. But you know what? One thing I'm going to tell y'all, and I'm going to bluntly tell you. All these people that's going up against me, look who benefiting. They ain't trying to stop no black on black crime, because when a black get killed, where they going? To the black funeral home. You think about it. The person that killed him, where they going? To the jail. Money for both of them. They not caring about it. But yet, here it is. They got, these people got everybody. They got them in every place. But I just pray that this judge do the right thing, because I've never been a threat to anybody here. Only time I'm a threat to somebody is exposing their corruption. Everything that I did was legitimate. The United States Justice Department didn't see nothing wrong with it. The FBI in St. Louis didn't see nothing wrong with it. YouTube didn't see nothing wrong with it. Facebook didn't see nothing wrong with it. The Charleston Police Department ain't came and arrested me, but yet you put a report after the fact, after this expose or illegal injunction. You talk about a stick, a billy club that I have in my hand. If you see me with billy clubs in my hand hitting it and you felt threatened, why didn't you call 911 when you did, like on May the 19th, 2015, when your brother-in-law, the sergeant, came coincidentally and threatened my video man. My video man scared to tell it, but I'm not scared to tell it. God knows, no matter what happened in here, I still get the victory, because the people know y'all now. All of y'all, in every position that you work in, if the shoe fit, wear it. You know that these people that I'm speaking about is corrupted. But you trying to help them cover it up. You trying to go on my background. My background is 15 to 30 something years ago. I did my time. I still profess my innocence in this case down here. You look at the homicides that I had, you can see they wasn't first degree or premeditated murder. Somebody was trying to attack me. And I did what any thinking human being, any homo sapien, not a homosexual, but a homo sapien. If you don't know what a homo sapien is, it's a thinking being. I did the thing that any human being, thinking human being would have did. I protected myself. My YouTube video said the same thing. If you come on my property unauthorized, I'm going to look at you as a threat. My house been shot into and the police department ain't doing nothing about it. Fire was set in the back of my house. The police department ain't did nothing about it. Police threatening my cameramans and other people that's trying to help me expose them, and nothing about it. So I got a right to get on my roof and let you see. I'm protecting my 9 and 10-year-old daughter and my 88-year-old World War II veteran dad. The police department ain't doing it. All you people that's black and white, that's a part of that corruption, you may look good in your eyesight and each other's eyesight, but I'm going to tell you one thing, not in some of these other people in this town, because they see what you're doing. They know I ain't doing no wrong. I'm minding my own business. I got a right to speak up for things that I feel that's wrong, just like you got a right to speak up for things that you feel is right. But I honor Pastor Ivy, Charles Ivy, Bishop Winfield, And Pastor